Hello and welcome back to the channel. We've got review time and there's going to be we're doing a few different things today. The review shouldn't change too much. I'm actually recording this on the digital SLR, so we're going to see how that goes. Just to see how it compares with the others, and as from now I plan to include some photographs at the end of each review, just showing a few of the parts that are available in the kit, just to give you a better idea. You know, I've heard that some people like to look at the photos of kits rather than videos, so if you're one of those people, you can probably skip along if you wish to and just look at the parts. If not, you can watch the review, get my thoughts on it, and then look at the parts as well. It's totally up to you, but it's something I plan to introduce into all future reviews. Apologies for the bird, she's very excited today, so let's crack on with it. It's the 1/72 Gloster Gladiator Mark I from the Shuttleworth collection, which is actually not far up the road from us. I have been there. I've been there a few times on work, sort of photographing work-related stuff. So back when I was doing photography. So let's have a look at the box. It's just basically some nice box art, typical Airfix stuff, really. Just a little idea of what you may end up with if you do a good job. Nothing on the sides really, just the same picture all the way around, and there as well. Inside. Inside we've got, it's strange, this is normally in a packet. That's very odd. Very odd indeed. What's even odder, the kit's been started. This is unusual. As far as I'm aware, I hadn't started this kit. Okay, so we're going to carry on. So typical Airfix instructions, A4 sheet, and then we've got the cockpit seat going in, which is the bit that's been done. Looking at that, in fact it's literally just step one that's been done, I think. Step 2 hasn't been done, so I really don't know what's going on with that. That's just thrown me a bit. And then we need to drill some holes to put this piece in here. We've got not quite sure what's going on there, some more pieces going in. Then your gentleman goes in there. Well, my gentleman will sit up on the shelf with the others. Supports for the wings going in. Top cover of the engine going on. And front of the engine. The front engine part and cowling all going together there. Then we've got the wing struts going on there. Over here, the upper wing coming on, rear stabilizer, rudder. Underneath we've got, I'm not sure what they are, so I'm not going to pretend I know I don't. Wheels going on. The next step telling you how far apart they need to be and the angle they need to be. Other bits and pieces, propeller going on there. Some, you know, do not cut the support bars out. Canopy going on. And then we've got stringing, information for stringing. That page. And our paint guide. And decaling. There, and there's another one there. Sorry, another one there. So that's that. Let's have a quick look at the decals. A little bit more. So you can see instrument panel there, I think, isn't it? Is that the instrument panel? Roundels. Registration number. And we got some there that are specific to Ireland, I think. So, all in all, very good indeed, as they always are being cartograph. So pop them up there as well. Then we come to the two sprues, and I think I've got to have started this kit, which is a bit embarrassing because there's no canopy in here either. It's not that. So I need to have a look round still. We'll plod on. We'll have a look at this sprue. So as you can see, nice detail on the wings. You've got the sort of ribbon detail on the canopy there. You can see that. The wheels are two-piece wheels again, I think, but they're done in such a way. Yeah, they've sort of done the one side, and the other side's only you only need the sort of central piece in. So you would think that being that method, you wouldn't need to get rid of a seam line on the wheel, but they seem to have moulded it with the seam lines on the wheel, which sort of defeats the whole object, I would have thought. And they have they've been weighted slightly. I can tell looking at we've got a couple of flat spots. Yeah, we've got a couple of flat spots there. A couple of what look to be some sort of covers. These, I'm not sure what they are. These look like supports, and I'm pretty sure this goes over the front top cover of the engine. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's what it's for. Nice, nice panel lines on there. So can't see anything wrong with that. Then we move on to this sprue. We've just got our fuselage halves, and we've got a nice level of detail on the fuselage halves. You can feel the ribbon on the side, and yeah, we've got the panel lines. place for your exhaust stack to come out of, maybe. Maybe not. We've got our engine up here, that side. You can see what's going on that side. Can we get... I'll tell you what, I'll leave them for the pictures. And yeah, we've got some tiny pieces here. So I'm not sure, and these may well be the centre of these wheels here, I'm not certain, but they look about the right size. They sort of overlay on there. They might be, who knows. Top cover for the engine. Let's have a look at the detail on that. Yeah, it's nice as well. Got some nice sort of radiator type effect there. Take some nice weathering. It should all just close together and be phenomenal. So, my apologies for the fact that I didn't know I'd already started the kit. I'm going to leave it all in because you know, I think it's good to recognise one's mistakes and work to improve on them. I do edit out anything really seriously, you know, like interruptions where I've got to go and do something, you know, I edit them out. But short little things where, you know, or mishaps, I think they're quite, you know, they're quite funny when it goes wrong like that, which it has done. I didn't know I'd started building the kit, which is a bit embarrassing. So there we have it anyway. So there'll be some photos coming up next. If you want to have a look at those, to click thumbs up and also subscribe if you haven't already. And all that's left for me to say is bye for now.